Evan had always lived for approval. Of society, of wealthy friends, of people whose names he dropped at parties just to feel important. When he married Mira years ago, she had nothing but love to offer, and he resented her for it. He wanted glamour, status, something that made him feel bigger than he was. Mira's gentle nature and simple dreams embarrassed him. So when money and opportunity finally came his way, he discarded her like a worn-out accessory that no longer fit his new life. Mira never fought back. She simply packed her few belongings and walked away with a quiet dignity that Evan mistook for weakness. What he didn't know was that 2 weeks later, she discovered she was pregnant with triplets. She tried to call him once, but he changed his number, blocked her everywhere, and made it clear he wanted no reminders of his past. And so she raised the babies alone, working tirelessly to keep a roof over their heads and food on their table. She didn't blame him. She didn't hate him. She just accepted that he had chosen a different life. Years passed, and Mira built herself up slowly. The cafe owner where she washed dishes saw her dedication and promoted her. Eventually she was managing 3 branches, earning enough to give her children good clothes, good food, and a good education. Their life wasn't glamorous, but it was warm, full of bedtime stories, birthday cupcakes, and laughter, things money couldn't buy. Then one afternoon, an elegant envelope arrived at her door. A wedding invitation. Evan's wedding invitation. He was marrying Clarissa. Famous, wealthy, adored. Mira stared at the card for a long time, her heartbeat uneven. She wasn't hurt. She was confused. Why would he invite her after ignoring her existence for so long? The truth was uglier than she could imagine. Evan wanted to parade his success in front of her, to remind her she was beneath him, to watch her stand in a cheap dress among elite guests who would whisper about how far apart their lives had drifted. He told Clarissa it was closure, but she knew his intentions and encouraged them. Cruelty was entertainment for the two of them. Mira planned to refuse the invitation, until her children found it. They begged to go, not out of curiosity, but out of pride. "Mom," her son Jacob said, "he should see who we are." The other two nodded, their little faces so hopeful it broke something open inside her. Answer: on the day of the grand wedding, a long black limousine rolled to a stop outside the decorated hotel. Heads turned instantly, guests whispered, cameras flashed. The door opened and Mira stepped out, graceful, confident, wearing a gown that made her look like she belonged in a world Evan never thought she could touch. Her triplets followed, dressed neatly, their presence commanding as they held her hands on both sides. Inside the hall, Evan was laughing loudly, mocking how poor Mira must look when she arrived. But when the doors opened and she walked in with 3 children who undeniably shared his eyes, Evan's laughter died in his throat. His perfect wedding shattered in an instant.